Hello viewers, how's it going? Today we're gonna review the 2014 Ford Fiesta ST. The end package. Oh, that fucking nice. Once again, welcome everybody to my channel. We're going to review my brand new 2014 Fiesta ST. And as you may recall, if you watched my last video, you saw that I was in a 2013 Fiat 500 Abarth. Yes, that was my car that I traded in to get this one. And the purpose of this video is to talk about the differences and the reason why I changed the car. Okay, just to give you an overview of the car, the Ford Fiesta ST comes with a 1.6 GT direct injection EcoBoost inline 4 with an overboost function for increased torque. This feature, basically what it does, it explains itself. You step on the gas and you get the overboost. I think it's 21 psi for a couple seconds, just to get that torque that you need, in order to pass a car or for takeoffs or launches or whatever. It says it comes with an ST-tuned 55mm exhaust system with dual tips, as you saw in the beginning. It comes with a B6 6-speed manual transmission. It has this feature called a sound imposer, that when you accelerate, it's like a little tube that I guess is connected to the intake. So when you floor it, the intake noise comes into the cabin. It's kind of gimmicky, it's a little gimmick feature. It's okay, it sounds pretty cool, but I'm not a really big fan of it. What else? It comes with an ST tuned, it's electric power assist steering wheel. Obviously it's ST tuned. ST tuned spring damper stabilizer bar and rear twist beam. You see it comes with rear disc with ST tuned brake pads, enhanced torque vectoring with understeer control. And now I'm just giving you a little overview of the interior. See, these are the Recaro seats. This is an option. These are optional with the car. They don't come with these seats. It's a $2,000 option that you could get for the Fiesta ST. I'm in the back seat. It's really spacious back here. I have my seat in my position and I fit perfectly fine. I have enough leg room and knee room and enough headroom. It's really comfortable car. Compared to the Fiat, it's really spacious in here and it's a really comfortable car. And man, it drives awesome. The handling is amazing compared to the Fiat 500. But you know what? I miss my Fiat 500. It was a great car, but this is a better car. Alright, let's do some driving. I can give you some of the impressions of how the car drives. Okay, let's talk about the reason why I changed my Fiat 500 Abarth to the Fiesta ST. Well, basically there were a couple of complaints I had about the Fiat. It was a great car. It was a comfortable car. It was small. It was comfortable. The seats were real comfortable. These are kind of tight, but I love it. But the thing is that the Fiat 500, since it was a short wheel, it had a short wheelbase for these streets of Puerto Rico. it was rough, man. It was a rough ride. Like, we have a lot of potholes here, and like the car would like fall into the pothole. And it's not like this one's a little bit longer. I mean, it's not totally bigger. It's not like, you know, it's about the same size. But this one, it's bigger. It feels bigger. Even though that the suspension is much tighter in this car than the Fiat 500, this one feels better dampened. The other complaint I had about the Fiat 500 Abarth was that the engine felt really laggy in lower torque. So if, for example, I'm in traffic and I want to pass a car, I would have it in 5th gear. This car has 6 gears, sorry. I would have it in 5th gear, and then if I would step on it, it just did not respond. It felt really, really laggy. It would bog. So you would have to drop a gear or two to get it to respond. And the good thing about this car, man, I'm in 6 right now. I can't do it right now, but I'm in 6, and you don't have to punch the gas. You just feather your way into the gas, and the car responds. And that's one major thing that I loved about this car immediately when I tested it. And man, this car handles way better than the Fiat 500 Abarth. The Abarth had nice suspension. It was a McPherson, I'm sorry, strut, and it had frequency selective dampen shocks. It had a nice suspension setup, but this one is way better. You feel the difference. It feels like a BMW. If you were to compare it, obviously it's not a BMW, but it feels sort of like a BMW. It feels awesome. Nice car. The thing I did love about the Fiat 500 Abarth was the exhaust, man, and the back part of the Fiat with the black diffuser and the way the exhausts were displaced. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful car. It was nice. It was a nice looking car. What I love about the European cars is that they pay attention to details, and the fit and finish was nice. Everything was great about that car. It was a nice car, but you know, it had those things that bothered me. I read the reviews, I meant to say, and I've been reading about this car like about 2 weeks, and that's when I finally made the decision to go check it out personally. And they were right. The reviews were right about this car. It handles amazingly. Awesome handling car, and the engine response is awesome. It's a little stiff though, but well, better dampened than the Fiat 500 Abarth. Another thing, this car has a little bit more horsepower than the Fiat 500 Abarth. The Abarth comes with 160 horsepower and 170 pound-feet of torque. This one comes with 197 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque. And with the overboost feature, it jumps up to 214 pound-feet of torque. Comparing to acceleration, I felt that the Fiat 500 responded a little bit quicker. Maybe because it was lighter. The Fiat 500 weighs about 2,400 pounds. This one is jumping into the 2,700 pounds. But this one has much greater top end. I feel it. Like you drop it down a gear, you step on it, you feel it has much more top end. Not by much, but you feel it. I feel the difference. Something about the Fiat 500 that I love, man. That car, it was a great car, and I miss it. You know, it was a great car. If I had the money, I would have kept it. But you know, that's not my reality. It was a great car, but this car is awesome. What's wrong with it? It's a great car. Oh man, just taking that curb or that turn real slow, man. You just feel it. It feels awesome. Just to give you a little bit of an acceleration. Step on it now. Wow, man. Hit 85. About 85 there. I shouldn't be doing that. The car does have 250 miles on me doing that, but you know, you have to break in the engine well. You know, you can't just baby it the whole time. So I've done a couple heavy runs, you know, to seat those piston rings in. About that sound Symposer, actually it sounds pretty cool. I'm getting used to it. It sounds amazing. Well, in that acceleration run, I think the engine's starting to break in. I feel topic between the two cars. If you want to be a different, go check out the Fiat 500 Abarth. And it's a nice car. It's a really nice car. It has enough power because it's a small car. It doesn't weigh much, and you have fun. I definitely had fun with that car. Never got the chance to take it to the track, so I couldn't really experience how it handled on the track. I mean, I read the reviews. It's okay. It doesn't, do as well as this car. It's nothing near this car, but it does well. I heard that it does well. It's a great car. They're two different cars, but they're sort of the same size. They're both good cars. I prefer, if I was to choose again, I actually would prefer this one because it's more usable space. You have 4 doors, and you have that low end torque that you could be in 6th gear, and if you want to pass a car, you just look. I'm gonna give a little bit of gas, just a little bit, and look. See, I'm passing this Mercedes. The Fiat, it would take maybe like 5 seconds until until the boost to come up, and then it would respond. It's kind of laggy, the Fiat 500 Abarth. So now, just if you're gonna pick between the two cars, or if you're interested in these two cars, do your homework well. Check them out. Drive them both. I had the Fiat for about a year, and I enjoyed the car. It was a great car, man. The exhaust note, the way you hear the turbo through the exhaust, it was a great car. And everybody would look at it, and like, what? Fiat? And it sounded awesome. It was an awesome looking car. The interior, it was a little nifty interior, nothing major. It had plastics like this one. But they paid really cool details too, like the seats. They had like this little cool latch. It's like the Porsches. They have some kind of like a rope latch that you pull on it to move the seat forward. That was pretty cool. It was like a little racing touch. It had the little pass-throughs here for the seat belts. If you want to put like those racing seat belts. I will be doing more reviews on this car when I get the chance, like if I go to the track, or if I come up with a topic or anything that I want to discuss with you guys, I'll make a video. So if you want, subscribe to my videos, and if I get subscribers, I'll plan on making more videos. So thank you guys for viewing my video. Please comment whatever you want to say. I'll read it and I'll respond back. So catch you guys later.